Hello all and welcome back to the channel. If you've kept up with crypto news recently, you certainly heard about the Coldcard wallet hacks that have been at large, draining people's crypto wallets down to zero. This frustrating reality was a result of a small software update in 2021 that heavily compromised the security of the encrypted wallet by lowering the variability in the randomly generated numbers. In effect, this turned the security down from that of a 38-digit PIN on your debit card all the way down to about a 13-digit PIN. While I never owned a Coldcard, nor do I have a ton of crypto, this prompted me to pull out my old Ledger Nano S and take a look at it. I've had this Ledger for about 10 years and, despite a couple dead pixels on its tiny screen, it has worked well as my cold storage crypto wallet. While playing with it though, I found that support had been discontinued a little over a year ago. With this in mind, I decided to upgrade to the Ledger Nano 5. While it is the cheapest of the touchscreen Ledger offerings, it has the same security and features of the others at a lower price point. The box is fairly nondescript, so let's get into what's inside. It has two pull tabs similar to what we'd see on newer iPhone boxes. After removing those and taking the top off, we're immediately greeted with a Ledger Nano 5. Putting that to the side, we find a Ledger recovery key. We'll talk more about this later. We also find a short USB-C to USB-C cable, some paperwork, as well as 3 separate pads for you to write down your recovery seed. This is good practice as long as you keep it somewhere physically safe and never take a picture of it or share it with anybody. With that out of the way, let's take our first look at the Ledger Nano 5. This device has a 2.8-inch touchscreen monochrome e-ink display with scratch-resistant glass and anti-glare coating. This tiny device weighs only about 46 grams. For connectivity, it has one USB-C port, Bluetooth for connecting to your mobile app, and an NFC reader exclusively for use with the Ledger recovery key. Now that we're past the intro screens, we're prompted to set the device up for the first time. I'm going to opt to use my computer as I'm expecting there to be updates. Before going any further, however, the Ledger Wallet app on my PC is going to do a validity check on the hardware to ensure it is genuine, an appreciated step. Next, we'll cycle through a few updates on the device. Following the updates, we'll have some first-time setup to do, starting with the Ledger's name. For now, I'll use Ledger. Next, we're prompted to set up a security pin between 4 and 8 characters. And now we're prompted as to how we'd like to set up our new wallet. Of course, we could make a new one, but given I already have a Ledger Nano S as well as my 24-word seed phrase, I'll use that to restore my wallet. Unfortunately, these 24 words must be entered on the device itself, but its autocomplete is surprisingly good, and this only took me a couple of minutes to complete. And now we bring the hardware recovery key back into the mix. This will allow us to transmit a recovery key for our wallet from the Nano 5 over to this recovery key wallet for restoring in the future. Once set, you'll have to secure this with its own PIN. It's not advisable to use the same one that you use to secure your wallet. Also note, this should be done in tandem with writing down your 24-word recovery phrase, not in lieu of. With my secret recovery phrase backed up to this card, I'll name it Physical Safe because that's where it'll live its life from here on out. The next step is to install the apps for the blockchains for which I have crypto or would like to send or receive crypto on. Once that's done, let's get this synced up with my phone. After downloading the Ledger Wallet app, we can hit the Connect button and choose Access Your Wallet given that ours is already set up. In no time, the app detects the Bluetooth of the Ledger and prompts to connect. After a quick Bluetooth handshake, we're connected and our accounts are syncing. Now that the device setup is complete and out of the way, I'd like to try signing an Ethereum transaction using only my phone, something that wasn't possible with the old Ledger Nano S. I'll scan the recipient wallet address via QR code with my phone and enter the amount I'd like to send. After confirming, I received a prompt to sign the transaction and allow it through on the Ledger Nano 5 connected via Bluetooth. Very neat. And lastly, just because I'm curious, I'm going to hard reset the ledger and see if we can restore from the ledger recovery key. Honestly, while it wasn't exciting, it was functional, and I do appreciate the added feature. Again, please do still write down your 24-word seed phrase and store it securely. With that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.